Good day there once again, viewers. This is your mate Kamikaze78, and guys, welcome back to some more Planet Zoo. I so much enjoyed making yesterday's video where we started off our Planet Zoo Let's Play that I figured, you know what? We're going to get straight back into it and, yeah, see about making yet another video for Planet Zoo here today and continue our Let's Play. So, for all of those missed out on the last episode, we completed our first exhibit and we filled it with bongos, who are currently very happy with their predicament and living life to the fullest. We finished up sort of decorating the viewing area and making it look as good as we could, but I think the next step for us now is to look at getting a couple more habitats into the zoo so we can start driving some more income, get some more guest numbers in here, and then hopefully rather soon, essentially research our New World zoo theme so that we can build up this center area and make it look a little bit more presentable than what it is here and now. So, yeah, so far so good. Time to see what animals we have to work with here. I reckon we're going to go with something that's, you know, going to match the... I mean, let's have a look at the zoo here and see what's in there. And see what comes to mind. I want to do something that, you know, something that's a bit small, something that doesn't require a huge amount of space, but also something that's going to bring in a lot of guest attention. Do you know what I mean? I know the Chinese pangolins don't require too much. They're critically endangered too, so they're actually going to present a decent opportunity there, and they're up in Asia as well, more of a tropical temperate environment. I think, remember how we were mentioning the idea of putting an animal just at the back here that's going to back off of the main exhibit, like off the main staff buildings? I think this would be a good opportunity to do it just here, so we might start the video off with that. Yeah, let's see what we can do here, guys. Let's see what we can come up with. Thank you all very much, by the way, for all of your support in regards to, you know, making sure, again, that I was okay with the fires and everyone sending out some kind words and warm wishes with everything that's going on. I really do appreciate it, guys. You guys have been so kind and supportive during this time, and, you know, I really have you guys to thank for that. So, big thanks to you guys for that one there. Very good of you. And if we go... Wow, it's not even going to let me... Okay. I need to make it just a little bit more lined up here with the path. This is always the hardest part I find with the pathing system. I kind of wish that there was an option, right, to, I kind of wish that there was an option here that allowed for you to, essentially line a barrier up, if you will, to a pre-existing path. That would really make my life easier, I reckon. It would make many people's lives easier, actually, the more I think about it. Now, why is that not wanting to... Sometimes the fencing system, kind of like the pathing system, can be really temperamental because... Oh, don't know why it decided to misbehave then. Again, paths and fences in this game just never seem to work out. We do that. There we go. I need to get to basically where I'm going to want the building to end. Let's take it out to maybe 6 meters. Now let's go... 8 meters. That should be fine. There we go. And, okay, now it's going to be temperamental again. Yeah, again, like, it won't let me connect it up off the back like that, but whenever I do it, whenever I, like, create a new fence and then connect it that way, it seems to suddenly like me all of a sudden, so here we are. I've come to expect such things out of this game, to be completely and totally honest with y'all. Alright, let's plop that there. How big is this habitat here? 402 meters squared. That's actually probably the perfect size for this animal here. Let's see exactly what they need in regards to fencing. It only needs to be grade 2 and climb proof, which we can easily manage as well. I'm going to lower it around these corners. These guys are critically endangered, so I don't really want there to be too much in the way of them being able to be seen a lot. So I don't actually need to check out their relationship with humans. I imagine, due to their conservation status, it's going to be quite shy. If we go... yeah, they're shy. So let's only give people a select viewing area here. Let's go maybe there. Make it about a meter and... Let's go 1.5 meters. Actually, let's go 1.25 meters. That should be fine. Make sure... I don't think these pangolins can jump, but I could be wrong. So we'll find out in a bit, won't we? Maybe we'll make this glass all the way around here. Yeah, that looks alright. I've always been a fan of some glass layouts here. We'll make this their shelter area. In fact, I'm just going to grab this and move it just a little bit further down like so. There we go. I hate the idea of fences that, like, you know, so fences that are right off the back of main pathways. I just think it looks a bit strange. So if we do that, that still looks alright. Yeah, that works for me. Now let's grab that rustic path that we like so much. Plop it. I just need to quickly make sure that we are snapping alongside barriers like so. This is proving to be a bit more of a pain in the ass than I thought it was going to be. Because we don't really have a lot of room here, don't we? What I'm going to do... Make sure we don't have the grid snapping on at the moment. There we go. It is a smaller area, but I figured considering how critically endangered these guys are, you know, this should be enough of a viewing platform for these little animals. Fantastic. In fact, you know what I might do? I might just make this brick as well. Yeah, I like that a bit better. I actually really like that a lot better. Just enough height to make it so kids can see and that sort of thing. Alright, there we go. Sweet! Let's go ahead and get these Chinese. I'm just gonna make sure we filter this properly. I've never actually used these guys in any of my zoos, so this will be interesting to see if they can jump out of this or not. Oh, they are expensive on the conservation lineup though. Holy mackerel. Y'all have got... y'all ain't cheap. Y'all ain't cheap at all. God damn. Let's see what we can do. Let's see if I can source a good one here. How much conservation? We've only got 100 conservation credits, but by the time we start breeding some of these guys and releasing them back into their habitat, that's going to make things so much better. And we should actually start seeing a fairly solid amount of conservation income coming in that way. Oh, she's quite nice. Fertility gene's quite nice. Immunity gene 50%. Size and longevity is good. Let's buy her. And we need a male counterpart. All the males appear to be available. Oh no, here we go. This one's actually a fairly good specimen as well. Alright, sweet. Now we're going to move them both in here. You in here. And you. I've noticed that the menu for franchise mode can be a bit laggy from time to time. I don't know, it just seems to be that way. Alright guys, we're gonna look at time-lapsing this now. So I will see you guys in just a jiffy. We're gonna time-lapse our little creation here of their habitat, so bear with me. I think we're now at a point where this looks not half bad. Now I just need to quickly get the work zone set up so that our staff can reach this building, if you will. But that's a pretty neat little habitat. These guys actually fit rather perfectly in with the situation here, I reckon. That's... yeah, I'm actually really happy with that. They are rather small, so they can hide quite easily, but look at them. Aren't they adorable? It's a little hard to imagine that these guys are in fact critically endangered. But look at them! Oh, they're off. They're off on a little adventure. Oh, it was like the gate open. I saw my opportunity. Brother, we've got to get moving. Alright, we better get some research going for these cute bastards. And on top of that, we need to get some donation boxes and definitely some conservation-related research happening here as well. Because quite frankly, yeah, being an animal that's critically endangered, it's probably good that we get some more information out this way for these guys. And thankfully, because we're building all this in such close proximity here, the fact that the power and the water all reach everything in here so far helps to consolidate the costs quite a bit. So that's really, really nice as well. I'm just going to spend some time now quickly cleaning up the area, making it look a little bit more presentable over here. Now, thankfully, the issue I have, guys, with a lot of animals in this game is that some of them don't have very high coverage ratings for plant life. But when you build a lot of plants up alongside their barriers to try and give them a bit more decoration, they tend to get a bit nancy about it because you're like, you know, you're building plant life where you kind of don't want them, where they don't want you to have it. So you can't really decorate the place up as much as you'd like to originally, essentially. So for animals with higher coverage ratings like the Chinese pangolin here, oh my god, it definitely makes things so much nicer. It just allows for you to really, really go to town a bit with the plant life and just give the area a bit of an extra bit of love that you might not have been able to in the past. We got our first guests coming over. Look at them. Look how cute they are. Now, are these guys going to get quickly stressed by these viewers? I don't think they are. They can run away if they want, which they're doing so in the worst case scenario. Did I set the... I did. Just couldn't hear anything coming through for a bit. But there we go. Now you can hear it. Look at them. So happy in their new home. Oh, more people coming over to say hello. Look at how gorgeous these animals here, guys. You know, we could probably even lower the fence here just a bit more. I might do that. I've come to the conclusion that I kind of want the fence to be even lower. Like that. That's a good height. Because I had no idea how big these animals actually were going to be, and then I realised, oh wait. we had nothing to worry about in the first place, really. Alright. Vet research is completed, which means we should now have some standard enrichment items. Yes, a forage box. It's huge. That's annoying. Let's move... Are you kidding me? I accidentally put the water bowl. There we go. I want to get out of that blueprint because I actually made the accidentally made the water bowl a part of the... Ooh, this is a problem. Maybe it's these rocks that are a problem. Can I dump some of these rocks out of the way here? Would that help? I'm slowly learning the, oh, right there. You know what, that's still within reach. I'm okay with that. And guests have put some donations in. Happy days. Alright. Oh, we need to get some security guards in here, apparently. Because apparently crime is a problem. I'm happy to organise that in just a jiffy too. Let's quickly get in a conservation box. Or a conservation sign. Because, let's be honest, animals that are... so huge. Poaching, I think, would be the best thing to put up for these animals, but considering these animals are critically endangered, I think we definitely need some conservation awareness going up around this exhibit. Fantastic! It's looking really good at the moment. We still haven't gotten our New World theme yet, which is a shame. Says we're low on cash, but we should be making a profit. We are, in fact, making a profit right now. The ongoing expenses is being superseded by the income, so we're actually doing very, very well for ourselves right now. Cannot complain with that at all. And once we get some prettier looking layouts in here, we shouldn't have a problem in actually, you know, getting more traffic through the door. But that's a happy little second exhibit right there. I'm actually very, very happy with that right now. A lot of the stuff I want to do right now is literally on hold until I get that that New World theme. Now, I know it sounds as though I'm being extremely dependent on this, but yeah, look, I want that to be a thing, because then I can really do a lot of work with this zoo and the general aesthetic of it. And it looks like we've actually managed to get ourselves some more research for these guys. So if we just head over to Habitat, sweet, we now have a bowl for them. Oh, look at that. So happy. So much happiness. Let's just make sure they're getting the best possible food they can too. These guys are in danger. They've been through enough in the wild. I want to make sure these guys are getting the best goddamn treatment they can get their hands on. Mechanic research, I did. He's just so busy that we can't actually get many on it. Let's get another mechanic in here, I reckon. He's now covering a pretty wide field. What is our mechanic actually doing right now? He is on break. That explains. I'm going to promote him. We probably do have a... We've got enough overhead to look at promoting stuff, and that's probably one of the, again, one of the more challenging aspects of the simulation side of this game is choosing when to promote staff and when to hold off on that, because the added expense that comes from that can be quite significant from time to time, I've noticed. So far though, I'm happy with the layout. It's really coming together quite nicely. I'm actually just going to quickly beautify up the area out here a bit, guys. Give it a bit more life, give it a bit more, you know how, what did I call it? I called the zoo wildlife plains, I think. So I'm actually just going to quickly, guys, while we wait for the research to come through, I'm going to take a few moments here just to prettify up the area, maybe even get like a nice entry zoo sign here. So I'm actually going to just cut that part there and just make it happen. So I'll see you guys on the other end when I'm done with that, and hopefully by then we'll have the pieces we need to prettify up this local area here and make it look really good. So bear with me, guys. I'll be with you in just a jiffy. Alright, not a bad effort in my opinion. I actually think that looks quite alright for a neat little entrance sign into the zoo here. Sort of gives this little space some degree of purpose, if you will. I'm just gonna clean up the terrain there. Now the reason I didn't time-lapse that, guys, was because we now have ourselves our new world theme. If we go into mechanic research, you can see we got that while I was busy working on that entrance sign, which means we can start prettying this area up. First thing we need to do though is get some benches sort of, you know, down the pathway here using this theme. Now this is sort of where the fun begins. Now, which theme am I going to use here? I do quite like this sort of bench here because it's a nice sort of modern square looking thing, and I know guests do like to sit in between places as they're walking around, so we'll get some bins lining the main path here as well, sort of make it look as though there's a bit of a journey, if you will, down the main pathway here. Looking good, looking good. Boom, boom, boom. It's all a bit random at the moment, but I promise it'll make sense as time goes on. Boom, 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 boom. Fantastic. We'll get some more bins. I'm actually going to replace all of these bins that we have lying around here because they no longer work with the theme. Dump, 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 dump. And we'll get some of these new bins around the joint. Again, this modern looking theme that we have here, it just works. It really just really gets the job solved for me at the end of the day. I love that. That bin up the front there of the zoo was filled with rubbish, so what did we do? We simply deleted the friggin' bin. Can't have rubbish problems if you delete the bins that have the rubbish in them. Just, you know, sell the bins off and take the rubbish with them. It's fine. It's all sorted. That's exactly what we want, guys, clearly. Oh my god. That defies logic on every single front, but I kind of love it. This game has got its quirks like that. Alright, so we are still making a profit, but I have noticed that there are some guests who are sort of struggling to make their way all the way up to the Chinese Mongolians, so I think by slowly we're making a bit of a picnic area up here. I know it's going to look a little bit strange, but it will add up in the end, I promise you that, guys. Here we go. We'll make some of these feature a nice little overhead shelter. Again, this new world theme that we're running here, it just works for me. I just love how clean it is. And it works with a lot of the aesthetics I try to, you know, give my zoos at the end of the day. More people are slowly making their way up to the Mongolians, actually, which is really good. Here we go. Yeah, exactly right. Big old heart, which has got damaged barriers. Oh, the Okapi barriers are in desperate need of some work. We're going to send our person out there send our mechanic out there amazingly quickly. We've got some more research on the Mongolian. I did leave the game running while we built up that front area just to help out with that a little bit. And sweet, we've got a lot more enrichment items for them. Let's throw a herb scent marker in there. Let's get a sprinkler in there, because why the hell not? Boom, boom. We'll get a slow feeder. I mean, we've got a slow, like my partner has got a slow feeder for a dog because it just demolishes food like no tomorrow. So I guess I can see why animals would like to have that in the long run. There we go. That is literally all of the, pretty much everything they could ever want, to be honest. Just going to name this habitat too. Chinese. Is it just an E? It's just an E, isn't it? Mongolian. I think I've got that right. No, Mongolian. Yep. There we go. Happy days. So, we have our second habitat in full force now, and it looks really good. Now it is time to build up this center building here and sort of make it look a bit prettier, because I know that scenery rating in most cases will actually assist with buildings making an income. At least that's my understanding of it. So we're going to spend some time now, guys, working on this center contraption, this center part of the zoo here. I'm going to time-lapse it, kind of like what we did for the exhibit earlier, and we'll also look at prettying up the main area here at the front of the zoo as well in the, in the one step. So with about $5 in the kitty, I'm going to pause the game here, and I'm going to get to work on this center area. So bear with me, guys, this could take a few minutes. And guys, there we have it, our New World themed building that sits in the center of the zoo and acts as not only as, you know, our first eatery, but also as a staff area. Now, some of you may or may not have seen the fact that I kinda had to take a loan out. Yeah, look, I totally overexpended on the building just a little bit, which means that unfortunately the zoo is going to be losing a little bit of money. The ongoing expenses are going to be of a little bit of a higher remark, and we're going to have to definitely look at, you know, improving that as time goes on. But I think with a third exhibit, which we're not going to do in this episode because I think we've done a pretty hefty amount of work for one day. But yeah, once we look like, you know, getting into the next episode, we'll be placing a third habitat just around the corner here, which should act as a nice sort of way for guests to find their way naturally up to the pangolians, because I think right now they're just not getting a lot of traffic, mainly because they're a fair distance away from the rest of the zoo, you know what I mean? Like, right now the bongos are here, and then you've got to come all the way down here to come visit our pangolians, which is not, I will admit, the wisest move I've done here so far. We'll just put a couple more benches down the pathways here. I might do a little bit of gardening work on the front porch, or I say front porch, on the main building here, just to like finish up some fence work, do some gardening and all that jazz. I might do that off camera, and then in the next episode we'll look at probably placing one habitat here, and if we're lucky, maybe a habitat over here as well. Don't know what we'll place here yet, but this is really starting to take place, and I'm really happy with this. I reckon, actually, hang on, I think this needs one finishing touch, guys. Give me a second here. There we go. Much nicer. Using some of those New World area lights here, just to give the place a little bit more light in the darkness, and we've also got some mist effects in as well, just to sell the idea of this waterfall, you know what I mean? Wow. Alright guys, well that's been a very, very interesting episode. We're actually still making money despite the interest that we have got on our loan here, so I think all we need to do is capitalize on the extra money that we have for the time being in the next episode, and basically look at getting a third habitat in, considering the urgency of needing to probably get a third habitat in for extra, to earn a bit of extra money I should say. We will probably look at doing that before we do any gardening work, so maybe I'll sneak the gardening work into the next episode there as well. But guys, very, very happy with that as our first building. It looks really good. It's got a nice bit of wall detailing on there. I've been really enjoying using these New World wall decorations as signposts, if you will. It's helped to give the zoo, or helped to give buildings that I've been making a little bit of extra pop, you know what I mean? Anyway guys, really happy with how this turned out, and I thank each and every one of you guys for watching today's video, and I hope you guys who are new here enjoyed the video enough where you are keen to subscribe. If so, would love to see you guys in future videos and in future content that we create here on the channel. Be sure to leave a comment in the description down below, a comment in the comment section down below, guys, letting me know what animal you'd like to see us do next. We've got probably enough groundwork down and a decent amount of cash to sort of look at doing a fairly decent sized exhibit in this corner over here. But guys, I appreciate you making it this far in the video and dropping all the support you can. As always, feel free to join me on my social media links linked in the description down below. And as per always guys, thank you very much for watching the video. Take care, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace out guys, have a good one.